character only starts with of the currency, GP, gold pieces.
Okay. Well,
so I'm not sure I have an abundance of money to spend, but once I get some, I'd be happy to come back and enhance your business.
All right. I mean, we have some cheaper things here as well. Some little knickknacks and crap.
Alright then.
But I'm assuming you're heading back to the docks.
You need anything before I head out?
No. Can you carry that on your own? I want a cart with it.
I presume so.
Alright. Go ahead.
Appreciate the offer, good sir.
Okay, I need to turn down that. Alright. Well, have a good one.
You as well. Let me know if you need anything.
And with that deal,
as I head out with the boxes back to the docks.
Understood.
What do you think the chance of you getting through the capital blockade are?
Who, me?
Yeah. What do you think the actual chances are?
Am I actually the one going through the blockade, or am I just taking these boxes as someone that is?
That's up to you. The ship captain's only taking volunteers, but from what you remember, a lot of people were volunteering. A lot of people, from what all of you know, everyone here in this party, by the way, all know that there is very, very fervent support for Queen Elu, because everyone loves the Queen. From what in this village.
I see. So I guess that would mean that my character would more than likely be going as well. If she's a champion of the common people, then that would mean that she's a champion for Dion as well. If that doesn't mess up the story progression, I guess.
Alright.
If I don't go, then at least I'd be like, best of luck and such, and help in any way I can from the shore.
So do you think you actually got any chance?
I'd say he has a non-zero chance of getting
the odds of breaking the blockade as a previous sailor.
Yeah.
Are you asking me?
Yeah. What does he think their chances are?
Roll me a survival check.
Survival check.
Add your wisdom and proficiency if you're proficient in it.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Alright. So I got a survival is wisdom, is that correct?
Wisdom.
Yep. And if you are proficient in it,
so I got a 15.
With a 15, you remember with a 15, you're kind of mulling over it. The coastline is heavily. You do remember that. What was the kingdom called? What was the kingdom called again? It's kind of like escaped from. But you remember that the other kingdom. What was it called? I'm doing this on purpose, by the way.
That's fair.
Baking.
You are a sailor, so there's a bit of the Duchy of Eim did have a fleet of about 28 defending the trade route, post trade route. But recently they've been pulled back to the capital because recently a force of 3,000 soldiers have started marching towards the enemy capital, most likely to try and capture it.
Are there any ships blockading it?
There's an increased likelihood of success given the withdrawal of the large number of ships, but it's still not a certainty, unfortunately.
Do you have anything to set them on?
I can ask when I deliver these weapons.
Yeah.
Because setting ships on fire is decently effective.
Depending on what you have access to.
True. I can probably cook you up something if you need it.
Or the local alchemist.
Well, I appreciate the offer. So.
Or the local alchemist, who everything he makes blows up, would be very helpful to blow up another ship.
Fair. Valid point.
No, I'm not doing that. Give me a second. I was thinking for a moment. Actually, I know how to do this perfectly. And with that, Dion heads out, and Andraste.
Yes.
While you're working at the general store skill, Alton calls you over for a bit and says, "Andraste, I got a job for you."
All right. What is it?
And he picks up this, and he struggles to pick up this box because they know who he is, but with your help, he's able to pick it up. All right. The bakery's been asking for firewood again to help to fill their ovens with, and I haven't gotten the chance to send this over. You mind sending it over to them?
Sure thing.
Ah, good girl. He gives a thumbs up.
I use one of my arms to return that sound.
Oh, right.
And you're able to, with your forearms, you're able to effortlessly hold up hold the box as you take it off towards the bakery. It's a nice day out, actually. While you're heading out, you pass by the local well that you've heard stories about. Some teenagers are hanging by the well, hoping to grow older faster. Since that's apparently what the well is able to do. But you see a couple adults come in and kind of like just shoo them away.
Cute.
And you pass, and then right when you're getting near the bridge that connects the center of town, that's when you see the local bakery, which smells divine right now.
Yeah. I, as a most person, can appreciate. So,
What did you say?
I, as a most person, can appreciate. So, anyway, I'm carrying some box.
Mm-hmm. A box of firewood, and you see the bakery nearby. Would you like to go take it to them?
Obviously.
All right.
Okay.
You walk in, and once again the smell gets even richer as you notice about 3 customers in there besides you, and you see what appears to be a pale half-elf, a somewhat pale half-elf standing at the counter, taking orders while you hear rustling in the back of the bakery.
All right.
I need to glass build.
Alright, so anyone need that firewood?
Alice.
Oh, I think that was for us, right? I call back out to Roxy, what's your character's name? Whitney.
Oh, wait, what?
Wait, would I call you Whitney, or would I call you like?
I mean, you could call me Miss Crempate if you want, but that just depends on how you feel, man. I don't know.
I mean, how would you tell me, like, as my boss, but I've known you for many years?
Oh, I thought you just came in today, but yeah.
No, this is my first time working, but I've come to the bakery for years and years.
You probably would have called her Whitney, yeah.
Oh, Whitney, I think this is for us, right?
What is? And she like looks around the corner. She sees the wood. Oh, yes.
Alrighty then. So, I try to gently drop off the box, put it on the ground, still with a loud thump, but no damage done to the floor.
Tate, I need a strong man.
What is wrong? What's happening?
We have a bunch of firewood. Hold up. What? Oh.
Firewood.
Sorry, what were you saying?
There's firewood.
Yes.
Alright, no problem. He just, picks it up effortlessly.
Strong. He's so strong.
Andraste, you kind of, Andraste, you still smell. They kind of take the box and put it and take it. I assume takes it to the back to the ovens.
Yes.
All right. Andraste, you are now in a Andraste, you are now in a bakery. You're now in the bakery with not much to do currently. I mean, he didn't say when you had to be back.
Well, yeah, and
have I seen him as a customer before?
Or
You've seen Andraste has delivered several times, usually accompanied by Alton. I think you do know her as she spends time with the fast food family.
Madame.
wait,
I know what were you gonna say.
can you roll with it?
Yeah. Madame, was there anything else you wanted?
Well, not much. Just I just have delivered my work and looking as to what to do now.
Oh well, would you like a beer claw?
I was about to say you are in a bakery.
We have cupcakes, we have muffins.
Well, I don't really have cash in me right now, so.
We have so many cupcakes.
I mean,
so much.
One of your local workers, Whitney, kind of says, "Hey boss, aren't we doing that taste test thing? Like we let them try a free sample or something like that? Didn't you start doing that again?"
Oh yes. Hold on, I have to get the selections of cakes from wedding cake platter in the back. Hold on. I run and grab a sampler of like 5 different flavors.
While that's going on, Ellison, you're kind of one of the customers comes up to you and says, two chocolate. What are they called again? And the little kid next to them says, eclairs, I think. Eclairs.
Eclairs.
I kind of duck down behind the counter and pull one of these.
Yeah, that.
Okay, how many were that? 1 or 2?
2, please.
Okay. I put them in a box.
Bag's nice.
I put it in a little bag and put it on the counter. That'll be... Is there a way for me to know prices and stuff?
20 gold.
Roxy,
that'll be 20 gold.
Roxy,
I would have a cheat sheet on the counter with all the prices on it.
That is 20 gold is very expensive.
That's 3 gold for 2 pieces.
Okay, that's a little bit more.
3 gold for 2 pieces. Oh wow.
Keep in mind this is pastry. Normal bread would be cheaper.
So like a gold for bread.
Well, normal bread. I wrote that down. I think it's like.
I think it's about 1 bronze or so. It's in the bronze category if I recall correct from basic D&D.
Yeah, because I know that normal bread is like copper pieces, but this is pastry, so you're baking it, which requires more effort. So I thought it would cost more. I mean, you're welcome to name it what you want. I mean, price it what you want.
I think it would just barely go into the gold category, from my sense of how pricing works in D&D.
Well, whatever the price, the person decides to pay. The person decides to pay you, and they say, "Actually, can you give me 1 more piece?"
Sure. I pull it up and put it in the bag.
They say thank you. They hand one to the child that's with them, and then they hand one to Andraste. He says, "Here you go."
Thank you very much.
No problem. They then pat you on the shoulder and then leave. Enjoying their eclairs.
I kind of wave over to Andraste. Hi, I don't think I know you. My name's Ellis. I'm with the Eligard family down the street at the specialty shop.
Yeah, I think I don't really look much into the business goes around here, but I think the family I'm with has done some dealings with you, I think.
Okay.
But I really didn't dive into it, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And with that...
Did you want anything else? Or is there anything else I could do for you?
It's alright. So she starts numbing on the eclair. Well, certainly she doesn't want to show it too much, but she actually really enjoys it because sugar.
Wasp.
Yes.
And around that time, Whitney, are you there, by the way?
Yes, I am.
Whitney, you come back out with the free samples.
Yes, I bring it out.
And
Let's set it on the little table.
what exactly do these free samples look like?
There's one little red velvet cake, a little extra vanilla, double fudge. There's a caramel, and my personal favorite. That would be the strawberry cake. Each with their different frostings.
Well, you got quite enough somewhere to choose from, Andraste. You have an assortment of free samples to choose from, apparently.
Oh, Zutalo, I forgot how cute they are.
I'm kind of just sitting at the counter, looking over and kind of drooling a bit, knowing how good they all taste.
Please help yourself.
Sorry, I just got a bit distracted by the eclair.
Oh yes, that is good as well.
Oh.
What's
What were you
Kate up
asking?
to? I just said like I like the eclair too.
Tate, what are you up to? Are you throwing in firewood into the oven?
Yeah, I'm throwing firewood, and I'm trying to not like sneak a peek of them what's it called? The taste tester thingies, so they taste so good. They smack.
Tate helped with some of those cakes, definitely.
That's why I like it.
Yeah.
Tate, that's when you notice a group of 4 young elves. They look to be about teenagers coming into the store. They're kind of like looking at the pastries that are on display, kind of like whispering amongst themselves.
I don't notice this, do I?
No, it's just Tate.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
he like eyes them while they're in the store.
They kind of snicker at Whitney before at Whitney and Andraste before they keep whispering to her. Teen in both.
I'm just imagining Whitney fangirling as she explains the different types of cakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's her.
Wait, they talking shit?
No, they're not talking shit from what you can tell.
I don't know.
They
They
laughed at
laughing
me.
equals them talking shit.
Oh my god! So with a nat one of them while Whitney and them were distracted, try to sneak over to the side where one of the pastries are and tries to reach for it, but you're able to easily see this while the others are distracted.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing?
The moment you say that perks up everybody's ears, and he's like, nothing. He
You
says,
better pay for that shit or break your damn hand.
Oh my
What are you doing in my shop? Get out of here!
and then that's when you remember that these are the 4 that got banned from the shop for trying to pay with copper that was painted as gold, and then all 4 of them just run the fuck out.
You thieves! You vagabonds! Out! No!
4 of them are able.
I try to push them out.
Book it now! And then all 4 of them rush out.
That's right!
Them sons of bitches. I fucking hate them kids.
They were bullying us.
I will break their freaking hands next time they come in the store. I swear.
Bust the kneecaps.
Okay, good. As long as you're okay with it.
No, but this is just from me. from a creme brulee.
Jesus Christ. Andraste, you just see this whole sight. What's your reaction to all of this?
Well, it's good that teenagers usually lie around and don't really do much.
Don't put
And
big
just-
chuggers in here.
I just stand a bit closer to the door in case these kids decide to do something funny again.
Alright. You guys kind of notice, you kind of notice the Vesperdon taking a couple of the free samples and her Eclair kind of like sitting like next to the door, kind of like looking out at someone.
Wait, a vagabond?
Vesperdon.
Who that?
Wasp people. It's Andraste.
Wasp people.
Oh.
Yeah, just
You only take samples that are free, not free.
oh,
No, they're not free.
No, those are free. You don't take not
Okay.
free samples. You don't take from my other things.
Oh my god.
I told you we should be against plastic
Don't
oven.
steal throwing you out.
No stealing.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
okay. I don't understand what just happened out of character.
Basically, they're just saying, please don't steal from us, as they notice, like, you watching, the elves that ran out.
Yeah.
Don't steal.
I'm sorry, is my accent that bad though?
I'll be right
No.
back.
I think it is the accent. I
It's not
just
that bad.
don't really understand what's just going on. kind of.
That's understandable.
Whitney's weird, okay?
Jeez. And that's what a boss person saying that.
Can I be heard?
Yes, you
No.
can.
Yes.
Definitely not.
Okay.
Indeed.
I was hoping Perry would come back, but alright.
Unfortunately,
Oh, Perry
no.
left.
Perry had to go somewhere with Dion. We'll switch over at this juncture, I think. Unless anyone else has anything else they want to do in the bakery shop.
I eat something to soothe my nerves, and then we can.
Hey, Whitney.
What?
Can I try one of the free samples?
But there are free samples for a reason. Madame Ellie, just go take it.
I wiggle all the way from the cash register to the table.
Oh my god.
I wiggle over.
Wiggle. Oh,
I'm
worm?
not walking. I am
Oh, worm.
wiggling. No, I just, not even worm, just full on wiggle. And then I eat one. And I go
Okay.
back to cash register.
And we can switch over.
Eating like that. Enough.
The free
Accurate.
The free sample.
That is me.
Andraste,
No,
Ellis,
that is very childish, I would say.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, it makes sense considering how good the food is here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Both are
I'll stop
my
with the
movement.
gifts now. I
These
promise.
are
no more
both my
from me.
movement.
Wait. Okay, not that one.
No,
Not that
not
one.
that one. Take it off.
No. Anyway, Jesus Christ. Dion, you drop off the cargo to the ship captain. He's like, thank you, laddie. He then takes it, and a couple of his crew members take it and move it down the ship hold. Yeah, move faster, you lazy whelps. We gotta be out of here by noon.
Welp.
Welp.
The ship captain.
I'm gonna inform him about the offer from the alchemy shop when that moment arises.
I'd rather not. Besides, I don't. Well, maybe from that rabbit folk over there. But he has a habit of blowing things up, from what I've heard. Besides, I was going more for a bit of stealth, considering that the battle for Aim is going to happen at some point.
No, then. Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, no trouble at all. Just you wait. But by this time next week, people will be cheering my name as Captain Albion, the man who broke the blockade.
Well, I hope so if you're doing it for the betterment of the people of this town, village.
It's for the betterment of everyone.
Well, as long as it's for the good of the common people, then you have my support in any way I can.
Good man.
Would you like help moving the rest of those boxes down? I
yeah.
see that your men are quite busy.
Please do. He says he motions over it as he motions to the boxes.
Proceed to help them load the rest of the material into the ship.
Thanks to your carrying weight, there's not really much that you can't carry at the current moment, as you're able to, for the most part, just move things all over the place. What else is there? Anyway, I'm trying to think here.
You can't afford it.
Continue helping until they finish loading
They finish
the equipment.
So, what's your name, lad?
My name's Dion, sir. An honor to meet you.
Same to you. How long you been working on these docks?
Off and on for the past 5 years or so.
Actually, you haven't been here long. Well, I can see you haven't been here the entire time then. You had to come before this.
Compared to some, yes. Compared to others, no, sir. Experience is the true teacher.
What's your home? What's your home, Dion?
Where's my home?
Yeah, what was your home before this?
A few buildings down the way, close to the docks, so I can get to work in a timely manner.
Alright then. He kind of looks at the couple of them. Come on, move it. Yeah. He kind of like writes off things on a clipboard as he's doing this. Alright, that's done. Making good time here. Hopefully Queen Elu is good with these supplies that we're bringing. And then kind of looks down.
Inquire about the nature of the if he needed any additional supplies from elsewhere in the town, such as the bakery and such, or if he was ready to go.
The alchemy shop down the way. Can you do me a favor and go get some healing potions from over there?
I'd be happy to.
And cure disease potions too.
A good use for those injured.
Yep. Thank you, lad. And then he hands you like a pouch of like 200 gold.
Oh wow. Okay. Let me do so. I won't let you down.
All right. See ya. Those healing potions are expensive after all, he says as he turns back to the ship. 50 gold per healing potion. Fucking rip-off rabbit folk ass.
Negotiate the best deal possible to aid in the efforts of this crew, since they're doing their best to help the people of the land.
Mm-hmm. Right. And that's when you start heading towards the local alchemy shop, which is actually right next to the docks.
I'll walk there.
And I guess you hear your local bell ring, and in comes a peculiar individual.
How peculiar?
Can I tell anything about this individual via like a visual scan?
You see two rabbit folk by the counter. One of them appears to be working on a potion, while the other is bringing a sloshing jar of what looks to be some gel-like substance.
Okay.
It's not petroleum, I swear.
Car. Bad.
Magician.
Bad.
Bring in the image.
Or can I tell that? I guess I should ask.
You could ask them.
Excuse me, what is this gel-like liquid to be used for?
Shit. This will probably be used as a baseline for most things when I get to crafting.
Oh, did I ask the shop people that?
Yeah.
I assume it's explosive from all the things on the chat. I thought it might be some kind of like Greek or something.
Posh! Why would this ever be an explosive?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Turn over the voice chat?
I hate push to talk. I honestly
do. So it is.
Anyways, what did you miss?
Inquire about the medical potions that I was sent to retrieve, and I'll ask if they can lower the price from 50 gold since they're offering to give them to the queen to help those injured in the fighting. So it's for the betterment of the healing potions are used. Okay. I'll ask if they're willing to take the price down since they're giving them to those in need.
Nonsense! I believe 50 gold. Fair price to give. Fairest in the land. You can't find a better price.
Did you catch that at all? Did you catch that, Dion?
What just happened?
No. Do I have someone muted?
Ragus?
Someone that's talking?
Car Ragus? He's been talking this entire time.
I heard a word, so maybe I have him.
I want to turn him up.
Muted or something.
Maybe he's turned down or something.
Is there a way for me to check?
Click.
There we go. Hi, Car.
Hi.
Speak 1 to 10.
Do you want to just go voice activity? No one's gonna care. No one's gonna care currently because everyone's on voice activity. Anyway.
Yeah.
I have anyone muted other than the music by Fred Bo.
Same.
So, I'm sorry that I can't hear you. Maybe I should just turn my volume on.
Give it a second.
No, I don't think anyone can hear him.
No, I can hear Ragus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello?
There we go.
I can hear you, Car. I can hear you.
He's kind of right next to you.
He's kind of
I can hear him over the goddamn Discord is what I meant, and you assume that I listen to him.
Hey.
The 50 gold is a set price, so I'll understand that that's out of their control, and thank you for explaining that. Hand them the gold, acquire the healing potions.
That's
schedule,
what?
So I'll explain that I need to head.
It's going to
head
be
out,
200
thank
gold
you for the business, and I'm sure these potions will be.
He hands me the 200 gold,
and then I'll walk out and head back to the ship with the healing potion.
You have 4 healing potions from Ragus. Since a healing potion is 50 gold each. And when you head back to the captain, he looks at him and is like, of course he wouldn't cut down on the price. Whatever. Give me the healing potions.
And tell him that I'm hoped that they're put to good use, healing those in need.
They definitely will. Hey, you fuzzics! Ooh, put this in the right place. He hands them to some of the workers, and they quickly take them away. Right then. And then he hands you about 20 gold. There, for helping us with the ship and stuff.
Well, I appreciate that, sir. Oh, if you need any additional help, I'd be happy to offer my services if it's for the good of the realm.
Sounds good to me.
And its people.
Well, if you're still here around noon, or later, well, we're shipping off soon. If you want to join in, you're welcome to.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the offer.
Right. He nods and then goes back to his ship. And Aldrin, my boy.
I apologize for that.
You're fine. Dion, you're able to.
So I guess I walk off the ship, and
you're able to do what you wish at this current moment. You can find work along the rest of the dock if you wish, or you can go and visit. You do know that there's a local bakery nearby.
It would be more realistic for my character to, if there's multiple ships loading and unloading, I guess before I would go stop by the bakery for maybe like a lunch break or something, depending on what part of the day it is, I'd continue to offer help until most of the ships had headed out.
Alright. Roll for that. Alright. With that, actually, I was about to get back to that. Aldwin, you walk into the bakery and you see the usual crew, and you also notice the Vesperdon that you've seen around town sometimes by the door, eating an eclair and some free samples.
I'll look over at the Vesperdon. Don't eat too many of those. You'll get addicted and put most of your paycheck towards them. Where's the bakers here?
I don't have a pay. Well, that's a good reason why I don't have any cash in me right now.
Oh, that's fair.
Do I recognize Aldwin?
Of course, he's a local visitor.
This your Aldwin!
Aldwin will look over behind the counter. Whitney, how are you?
I am well. I am having a good time, except for those ruffians that showed up a while ago, but I'm better now.
Ruffians.
There were these 4 teenagers trying to steal my goods.
As usual.
Hearing Aldwin's voice, I had stepped in the back for a minute to get something. I popped my head out. Hey, Aldwin, how you doing?
Real quick. Hey, Elysian, how's your first day going so far?
Pretty good. I'm enjoying it.
That's good. Your older brother wants you to bring back some pastries when you come back.
He didn't give me any money to buy any, so why should I?
Alden will real quick, Devin, what did Rainier say? What kind of pastries? Muffins? Okay.
Yeah, muffin.
Aldwin will walk up to the Whitney.
Yes?
I need another batch of that breakfast sweetbread.
Oh yes, hold on. I grab it because I had some set aside for him. It's got a little like brand like burned into it, or like stamped on it. Like it's got a fox and a dragon head on it.
Oh, yeah. You look at it. Thank you.
No problem.
And also for Ellison and her bigger brother, a batch of a dozen muffins.
Okay.
Whichever kind of muffins they want, I'll pay. Put them on my tab, or I'll pay for it right now.
Okay.
You don't have to do that, Aldwin. Just get Rainier to give me some money tomorrow.
Don't worry. I'm gonna. You said he wanted it.
I house you. You live in my shop.
Ellie, what type of muffins do you want? You get 6.
No, we live in father and mother shop.
You mean mom and pop?
Yeah, it's the shop that I run.
Well, you went away to the military for years. Me and Paladin were the ones who were running it.
Ellie, you get 6. Your brother gets 6. Which ones do you want?
You call that running
it? Ellison, what kind of muffins do you want?
We have lemon poppy, blueberry, chocolate chip.
I'll just do chocolate chip.
Chocolate works.
6 chocolate chip ones?
Oh, we do have some blueberry one.
Yeah, blueberry, regular chocolate, cornbread muffin.
Oh, I'll take one of those.
Okay.
I'm getting hungry now.
I know.
I know.
And Rainier, Whitney offered up 6 for you, so I'm part of this dozen. So Aldwin's paying, by the way.
I'll take chocolate.
Thank you.
All 6 of them chocolate.
And a blueberry.
Cornbread. And then I think...
And a blueberry for...
Bloobs.
So 5 chocolate and 1 blueberry.
Did you just say bloobs?
Yeah.
I thought we said a dozen, so it like had 6 for you and 6 for Whitney.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
So yeah, five of mine are chocolate. One is blueberry.
Yeah.
And then.
Okay, so how much do I charge for this?
That's up to you. How much do you think they're worth?
Well, it's a dozen, right?
Do we get the family discount?
No.
No, I'm sorry. If I gave discount to everyone who worked here, I would be out of business. That is
Do we get a military discount?
A lot of cupcakes after work.
You get no discount, no.
But we've been like besties for years.
You just started working here today.
You were very good for business when you were a customer, and I expect you to still be a good customer. I say 6 gold pieces.
No, do 10. They got a dozen. Charlie, money here.
Alden will look over at Tate. You trying to screw? You trying to twist the gold out of me now?
Hey, buddy, we're just trying to make a living.
It's okay. 8 and a silver piece for your bread.
Alright. Okay. Let me do some mental math here.
You're down to 6 gold and 9 silver.
Oh, 6 gold and 9 silver? Who? Alright.
Don't worry.
Wait, you said with 15 gold, right? Or was it 25?
25.
Okay, let me rephrase. Add a 10 to that. So 16. So yeah, 16 gold and 1 silver.
Don't worry, I will pay you back for the muffins.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I have 6.
Alden, wait. Whitney, throw in a second loaf of that sweet bread. I got a feeling that the satyr's clutching onto that halfling pipe a little bit too much.
Oh. Okay. I was never one for smoking.
Oh. Neither am I. Quick question.
My father died by the pipe, rest his soul.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It was his decision. Oh no, I was just saying that my father died smoking. That is to say, yeah.
Alden will rub his chin. About the teenagers, the ruffians messing with your shop. Can you describe them for me?
They were elf children, I believe. But they're all boys, I think. Tate, can you describe them? I was just so angry.
One of them was a wood elf, appeared to be the leader of the group. 2 of them were fey elves. Another one appeared to be a sea elf of some type.
So, wood elf, sea elf, and what was the other one?
2 fey elves.
2 fey elves.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Real quick, Trevor, as a sailor, you started with. Give me a second here.
10.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 10.
I make smoothie now.
Alden will sigh in relief a little bit. Good. That's good to see. My drow charge isn't running with them. All right. Thank you, Whitney. Thank you, Tate. I will try to look into those boys for you.
Thank you, I appreciate that. But Tate could handle them any day.
No, I'd rather he do it. I'd kill him.
Oh yeah,
I handle them too.
I mean, yes, but also Tate is good at cleaning up.
Aldwin's eyes kind of get a little big.
And she just like hugs him around the thigh.
Okay.
Poor Alduin.
God damn it, Whitney.
Alden will rub his temple. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, look at the time.
Dead.
I need to
I had to go change my cat.
Change my cat.
Change my cat.
I did that on purpose.
I need to go change my cat.
I need to go drop off this bread and go see if I can snipe a deer or something.
Just leave.
Zetala, my croissants are burning!
My God. You do smell smoke coming out the back.
Oh boy. And that's when I really get out of there.
Explosion.
Oh my God.
Every place has to explode today.
Okay, let me think about this.
Okay, I think that Andrasta would have finished her eclair by now.
Oh yeah, going home covered in a bunch of like soot and like explosion powder would really make Kaladin happy.
Oh
Would be very, very not.
It would make
angry
me
and
happy.
scared.
So, Andrasta, you're heading back to the general
It'd
goods store.
make me happy. You're picking up the family tradition.
Well, first off, I look through the town and to see if anyone needs any particular service of heavy lifting or anything like that.
Make me car.
You do see the cleric. Both Dion, you were on your way to the bakery, and Andrasta, you were leaving the bakery. Both of you happen upon the local altar where you see a pale, humanish person. It's when you realize that this is an Asimir trying to clean off some of the clean off what appears to be fruit thrown at the local altar, and seems to be fixing some of the holy symbols that were wrapped around it. It's horrible.
And offer to help him clean up.
Oh, thank you. That'd be wonderful. She says.
Yes.
No problem.
Except for me, I should be able to
help clean, I guess.
Same for me. I should be able to climb up any that need to be cleaned up, especially if they're high up.
At that very moment, you hear splat as suddenly a big honking tomato just hits the altar of what appears to be the Sea Mother. This is a statue of the Sea Mother, but it also has small idols to other gods. As the face of the Sea Mother gets hit right in the face by a giant tomato, splattering everywhere.
Oh God.
Okay, who did that?
And you see an elven teenager just kind of like laughing with some of his friends before they walk away.
Why are the teenagers the main antagonists in this game?
Teenagers.
Remember what I said? The well makes them grow. The well makes them grow up faster, but mentally they're still children.
I guess I would say, children, stop wasting food. There are those that need such sustenance.
And then one of them kind of mimics you. Children stop wasting food. They need sustenance.
What does he say?
Children stop wasting food. They need sustenance. And then two of them just break out laughing after they mimic you. Like,
I guess I'll just walk over there and approach them.
There is no comeback to when they mock your voice like that. There's no comeback.
Yeah. I guess I just have to, try and, save the food by the more direct means. Then I'll just walk over to them.
Give him a wedgie.
Oh my God.
Do it.
Either ask them to stop wasting the food, or they can either stop wasting the food or they can give it to me. Either one is fine.
And they kind of look at each other and they look at you and they say, "And who's gonna make us, buddy?"
Character is pretty physically intimidating, I guess.
Roll intimidation for me.
But I guess I'll glance over to the other person that's helping to clean, the very strong individual, the barbarian that is obviously a very physically threatening individual, and I will say let's just handle this between ourselves so no one else has to get involved.
Roll intimidation for me.
Oh, this is not going to go well.
Alright, no more gifts. We're overloading this thing with gifts.
Should he roll intimidation with strength?
No, he has to roll it with charisma.
Depending on what he's doing.
So I have a -1 to charisma, but I did get a 12.
Ooh.
12
So
minus.
I got an 11, I guess.
Okay, with an 11, they kind of like, two of the guys are kind of like side-eyeing their friends, like, you sure you? But since they notice that you're wearing chainmail, they're kind of like looking between you, and they're kind of like looking at their friends and like, Chief, you kind of wanna not? And the other two are definitely just not. They're not flustered like the rest of their friends, and like, oh come on, I'm sure that. And that's when you guys look over to the. That's when you guys look over to the side, and you see the village chief, of Leowyn, Darrow Leowyn, the guy who it's named after, kind of like standing there with his arms crossed and a bow slung along his back. Is there a problem here? No, Chief. Mm-hmm. He looks at you, Dion, and Andraste.
Yes, I have to be.
He looks at Dion and Andraste. Anything I need to know about?
Not as long as no food continues to be wasted, sir. I think these children were simply offering to help clean up the ornaments that seem to have been vandalized by some unknown set of persons.
Yeah, they're lucky not to live in a hive, because if they were, they would have to lick it up.
I was just saying they could offer to help clean it up with, like, towels and bags.
Darrow kind of like gives a bit of a grin, and he looks at him and says, "You heard her. Get to work." "Oh, come on, man." "Nope, you heard her." And the four of them go clean up the altar while Darrow just stands there. Darrow, by the way, is a widow with like auburn hair, a scar along his nose, like diagonally, and he's kind of wearing studded leather armor as he watches the boys like walk over to help clean up the altar. He's like, idiots.
I guess I'd thank him for setting the young lad straight.
Yeah, that was more you than me. I think two of them were about to piss their pants when you intimidated them. Good one there, by the way.
My best.
First weird stuff going on in the woods, and now this.
May I ask what is going on in the woods, sir?
Andraste, are you listening to this conversation too?
Yes.
Darrow kind of like rubs his chin, his hairless chin for a moment, since elves don't grow facial hair, and kind of looks at you guys, and he says, "Well, recently I went out hunting today before Aldwyn did to see if I could take some of the burden off of him, but I wasn't able to find that much catch. From what it seems like, someone's scaring off the local wildlife."
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Is there any way we can help?
I was gonna figure out what, but I have to make sure that, and he points over to the two docks. I have to make sure that everything gets underway here. If you two would happen to meet up with Aldwyn, I'm sure that he'd love the company. You two look like you're able to handle yourselves quite well.
Yeah, sure.
In the areas of my life, I am, sir.
I feel like there might be some kind of military camp brewing.
Nothing should be going on around here. I mean, there's some guys recruiting in the local area, but they shouldn't be scaring off local wildlife.
Check it out to make sure nothing's afoot, and ensure the safety.
Same here.
All right then, you all stay safe. And then Darrow
You as well.
Darrow makes sure to like holster his bow, and then he then goes over to the Ace and says, "Make sure that they clean it all up." I'll make sure of that," she says with a big grin on her face before Darrow leaves. Oh, and by the way, Aldwyn will be at the southern forest near the fast food general goods store.
Right.
I guess everything was getting cleaned up properly, and then I'd head on to the bakery.
All right.
Didn't he request for us to go meet up with Aldwyn in the woods?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah, he did. You can do. Yeah, he did say that, and you can choose to stop at the bakery first, or you can head straight there. It's up to you. Same with you, Andraste.
I guess I'll head straight there since that seems more urgent.
Same with me. Yeah.
Whoever's with me, if they'd like to tag along, I could use them if they'd will.
Andraste.
Oh, Yes. Jules, you're being loud. Okay, yeah, I'm going on the side Dion to meet up with
Aldwin.
Aldwin. Yes.
Which you remember seeing as the wood elf that bought some goods before. For my shopkeepers, you guys, you earn a total of 19 gold today. Not many people. Well, 19 gold some for your own personal use.
Each or
each. You have 19 golding for your own personal use. Most of it went towards your shops.
All of the shopkeepers?
Yeah, everyone who was working today.
Sure.
Alright.
19 gold too?
Yeah, even the workers get the gold, including you, Kaladin. Nope, there he goes. Cal?
Yo.
Yeah, you also earned 19 gold today, same as everyone else.
Hey!
Additionally, Kaladin, thanks to your little spy, quote-unquote, network, you hear about what Darrow told Dion and Andraste.
Gotcha.
Maybe something to check out.
Yes, I'll go do that.
To ask, am I armed at the moment?
All of you have your weapons and stuff on you. I usually assume that everyone has their equipment on them.
I guess so, since I had the mail on, but I wasn't sure. I just wanted to make sure. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Would anyone else if anyone else wants to try and see if they hear about this information, you can roll a perception check.
what information?
About weird stuff going on in the forest and Darrow wanting people to check it out.
Okay,
Is
hold
the
on.
workday over?
Are we all in the same place?
No, word spreads is what I'm going with. Is that basically people were passing by Darrow, they hear him, and word just travels. And it's not the end of the workday yet. It's nearing. You guys are 19 gold so far.
Got 19.
Okay, because if Kaladin hears about it, then he can tell me about it.
19, 10.
There goes Ditzy, I got a 9.
Yeah, Whitney, you hear nothing. Tate and Terrence, you guys heard about this.
Do I hear about it through Kaladin?
Kaladin, do you stop by the bakery to let your sister know? Also, yeah, Renee, you hear about it. Then yeah,
Sure.
Ellison, you do hear about this.
Wait, what is it again?
You heard that Darrow, that some weird stuff is going on in the forest with like forest animals not popping around that much anymore, and the Darrow wants people to investigate with Aldwin. 2 people are already going apparently, but
Fun.
To you guys, I don't know what you guys are thinking. You guys might want to help or not. I'm not sure. It's up to you guys. in this regard.
I'd say let's wait until the workday's over. So I've got a shot to run.
I'll tell Whitney about it, but I might go.
You're free to go off, Cal, if you want.
Oh, thank you.
I probably don't need your help for the rest of the day.
I like how Devin thinks he's in charge of our shop.
You don't even work there!
Yes, I do sometimes. It's just I also work the bakery now. But you went away to the military for a while, so me and Kaladin were the ones
back
running
a few years ago, and and I'm what made the place into a smith.
Okay, anyway, so who's going? Besides Dion and Andraste, who's going?
I'll go.
I will,
ask Whitney
since,
if she wants to go.
information.
I will come.
So we're gonna leave Ellison in charge of the shop?
I thought the workday was over.
No, I said that it's partway through.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Well, okay. Ellison,
I think I got a good handle on it.
Okay.
It's your first day here. No.
It's hitting noon at this point.
It's not a good idea.
Should I stay behind?
Probably.
I think you should, because she's
okay. Tate, remember, if a stranger approaches you and Oh no, wait, that's advice for me. Oh, then I have no advice for you, because you are strong. I love you.
Then he like blushes a little bit. He's like, "Alright, I love you too. Bye. Be
Bye."
careful."
You got. Oh my god. Give me a second.
Okay, Ellison, those cupcakes are not going to frost themselves. Let's go.
Start frosting them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, let's see what's going on right now. We are waiting for who's first.
Carr fell asleep there for a second, but his worker happened to hear about the information. And Terrence, did you tell your boss about this?
No, I was just fooling around. We were going to go to the bakery actually to
Yeah, we were.
get some honest.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I suppose I can tell him on the way there.
So Ragish, you find out about this from your cousin. Apparently, but yeah.
My
That's what you said.
in old English, cousin is friend.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Anyway. Yeah.
That's cute.
So does Ragus or Terrence want to join as well, or are they just gonna head to after the bakery? Or are they just gonna head to the bakery first and just eat there?
What? Is there something spooky in the woods? Is that what we're hearing?
There might be weird stuff going on there.
I don't know. How's my business been?
You earn 19 gold personally for yourself.
It's like
For yourself. The rest of it went to your shop.
it's like what, 5 potions?
Terrence is like, this might be our chance to like do something important. I think we should go.
Well, fine. I can't run the store by myself.
Yay.
Of course, I really am craving those marchipans.
Oh yes, we have
Let's
marzipan.
go get them first.
Alright. Eventually, when you're getting ready to head out into the woods, and then you hear like footsteps from behind you, and you pause, and you look back, and you see like 6 people coming towards you, and it's like, and you're kind of like bewildered by that for a little bit, like
Yeah, I'm just imagining like Baldwin. There's this tree house.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably in its own tree. Well, at the bottom of it would be like a small little workspace area where he keeps his hunting gear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not to like stink up the rest of the place. You know, one wrong cut and well, he's gonna smell like deer urine for the rest of the week.
You mean he doesn't already?
Oh.
That's when he gets desperate for a hunt. And he's getting ready, turns around, sees the group, and he'll ask aloud, "You wanted a guided hunt? Or is something going on that I'm not necessarily aware of currently?"
We've heard that something is scaring off the wildlife, and we are here to help you out because I get the feeling that it might be something big.
There's always stuff scaring off the game from the woods. Who told you by chance? Was it the chief?
Yeah, it was the chief.
All right. Man, that son of a gun! He beat me to the woods again.
So,
While we're here,
It was
now,
on the name of
we
helping
help.
take the load off.
He's not the one riding the whole bloody village. Baldwin will mutter out as he gets his gear. So, I recognize some of you. I don't recognize others. Look at
I'll
Andrew.
introduce myself as Dion and shake his hand.
I remember seeing you earlier today. Good to meet you again. Andrist,
I bought from the show.
Thank you. You'll look over at the Vespidon. I recognize you from the bakery. What's your name?
Andrist.
Androst? Alright.
Andraste.
Good to meet you. Andraste.
Andraste. He is Italian.
And do I know Ragus and Terrence by chance or no?
Let's go with no. I don't think you would have popped by the alchemy shop that much. This is your first time meeting them.
And he'll look at what would be Ragus and Terrence.
Can we get some more on what exactly he is?
Okay, so currently, our group consists of Aldwin the Wood Elf, Terrence and Ragus the Rabbit Folk, Dion and Kaladin the Dampiers, which neither of you know, which no one in this party knows in character because they just look like normal half elves to you, and then we also have Tate the Dragonfarer. And
sorry.
Okay, so Aldwin is like he's saying hi to us, right?
Yeah.
He's looking at both Terrence and Ragus like who are you two?
Yeah, like hi, we like run the alchemy shop here. When are we gonna go kill that monster that's there or something?
Sorry. What?
Okay, the first hang up Aldwin has is alchemy shop. The second hang up is monster. He looks at Terrence. Monster.
Like, I don't know, probably.
It could be a monster, but...
Monster. Correct? Does everyone else corroborate this, what you just said here?
No, I heard him.
I would concur with what has been said.
I thought I wouldn't have to wear my leather armor today.
The truth of his statement.
Yeah. He'll look at Dion for a moment and shake his head a little bit. All right. And give me an extra 5 minutes or so. I need to pull on my leather armor from upstairs. So we'll head out.
Down here.
5 minutes later, he comes back down with his leather armor.
And it's the one with his knightly crests and like basically the dolled up. It's basically all dolled up from his knightly order. Let's get going now.
Alright. Everyone roll me a survival check.
No.
Roll the dice.
Wait, can I do smell since I have advantage?
Yes.
Not in that 20.
22.
Yeah, the wisdom.
I got 17.
Yeah, add your wisdom. And proficiency of proficient.
22, 17. I believe Aldwin has...
It appears I got a
15.
15. What'd you get?
22.
Alright. What'd you get, Dion?
Cookie, I'm changing it.
Yes.
You add our
also,
wisdom bonus, right?
Yeah. Also, Andraste.
Yes, you're...
22, 17, 19, 22. Oh no. 22, 17, 15. 22 again. And what'd you get for me, Dion?
18.
All right. With that, all of you, thank you for actually writing that out. I just noticed that in VC chat. Anyway, with that, all of you are able to keep on the path for the most part. All of you have, funnily enough, since you all have lived in Leowyn for a while, you guys have probably wandered to the woods once or twice since it is near you guys as a treehouse homes for those of you that live in them. And it doesn't take long for you guys to take the usual hunting path, especially since Aldwin's leading the way. And yeah, Darrow was right. There's really not that many animals nearby. You're not even finding that many tracks either as you're heading further out.
Dion could comment about the strange lack of animal activity around us.
Same for Andraste.
You'll likely hear Aldwin grunt a few times as he thinks he sees a rabbit or a deer or something, and look and sees it's nothing.
Tate, Ragus, and Terrence, what do you guys think about the fact about the lack of animals?
Did you say Tate?
Ooh.
Tate.
Tate.
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I was like,
The first that was the first thing I.
It's okay,
So
it's
funnily enough,
Don't you just say Tate.
funnily enough, the first time I saw that name, that was what I thought. I was like, is she going like extra fantasy with this, like where it's 2 syllables, or is she going normal name with this where it's 1 syllable?
no, stop.
It'd be that.
I hate Owen.
Everyone hates me. Let's be honest. Anyway, the 3 of you,
Okay.
what you got for me?
It's time, Tora.
I will delete both of your messages. Now continue.
I think it's time for
I think it's kind of weird, but I mean,
plan.
yeah, I think it's kind of weird.
Plan it.
Oh my god. Ragus.
Plan time.
Ragus seems to pause for a moment as he sees the lack of animals. What do you say, Ragus?
Well, I do believe if there is a lack of animals, there must be something bigger, right?
No kidding.
How do you propose that we attack this thing? Just attack us.
Gather information on it first, see what it's capable of, and then strike at it.
All right. You are good at that. You? I point to Aldwin. He seems to be the most experienced in terms of hunting things.
As Ragus points at him and like you, Aldwin will say, "I have a name."
Names are unimportant. Actions are.
Not in my department.
Oof.
God damn it.
But the name's Aldwin. What do you suggest?
I don't know. You tell me. What do you suggest? What are you good at?
I'm a ranger. I hunt and kill things on occasion. In a previous life, I did a little bit more, but I'd rather not speak of that.
Aw.
So should we get?
I'll respect his silence.
But most I would say is, how far off are we from the village currently?
At this point, probably about a mile out.
Well, usually the game is usually fairly light this far out. So, well, okay. Also, what season is it, real quickly?
It is the 5th of the first month. It is winter.
So,
but
winter.
Yeah.
And also it's winter time. The game is usually especially light at this time also. And I'll ask this. Would Aldwin know of any predatory monsters that migrate?
There's the wolves that commonly stalk this area, but they should be hibernating too. And funnily enough, currently, by the way, but yeah, I think wolves hibernate, don't they? Or do they?
No.
Okay, sorry, I'm thinking. No, wait. Actually, no. There was a particular one that I found from one module.
In nature, wolves don't hibernate, but if they were to grow to a size to where they could store enough body fat, like in fiction, sort of like the dire wolves, they could hypothetically hibernate.
No, I just remember what I was thinking. I just remember what I was thinking of. I was thinking of dire wolves, not normal wolves, because dire wolves do stalk this area because a while ago a goblinoid legion had accidentally lost a pack of dire wolves, and they started breeding unchecked through the region.
Good job, goblins.
Invasive species.
Andraste, they're currently planning just in case you guys get ambushed by some type of monster or something. Because that seems very likely with the lack of animals nearby, apparently, from your guys' point of view.
Yeah. Aldwin will simply suggest, I know of, if we come across a game trail, I would suggest following that for a bit, because that could give us more insight on, or rather, if we see game trails, and they look old, that will give us some. That might give us some more fodder on how much the animals, how active the animals are now, or if there's any predators going around, because they would be looking for those also.
Hey guys.
What?
I see some footsteps over here.
Good.
Yeah, they're trailing off towards a clearing that we don't know what's on the other side.
Oh, is it the
What
clearing
kind of
where me and
footsteps
Carblo
are
should?
like? Are they like?
What was that, Terrence?
What kind of footsteps are they?
From what you can tell, these footsteps appear to be humanoid shaped, particularly elven. That's when you look at them more. When you look at them a bit more, all of you realize that these are heavy footprints. If these guys were wearing armor, and the only people that you would remember traveling up this far on your end is guards from the local. Some guards that the local town has, local village has, that heads out sometimes on patrol.
I guess I would ask if these footprints lined up with anyone's knowledge of the guards, like formation wise or size wise and stuff like that.
Devin's not with you. Tate.
Beat your ass.
Whitney? Whitney's not there either. Whitney, Ellison, Rainier, and Rainier are not there. Everyone else in the group. And yeah, everyone else is.
I think Ragus should be able to recognize some because by the matter, or no, how is it called? But yeah, strategies. He's a strategist, no?
Yeah.
No.
He's coming up with a plan right now from what it looks like. He's trying to think of how this is going to go. But you guys do notice the footprints, and they go off towards a nearby clearing that you guys can't really see into thanks to the forest nearby. Yeah, what was that?
Okay, so question: can I gain some high ground by going up a tree?
Yes, you can.
And view the surround.
Go ahead. Roll me a perception check, please, Andraste. Aldrin, what were you gonna say?
While Ragus is mulling over his plan, probably the 18 theme is playing in his mind right now.
Well, that was a bad tree to look from.
Baldwin will go over to the tracks and see if he recognizes their shape and size from his previous experiences.
All right. So say that last part again for me.
If these tracks look like anything he's seen in the past,
All right.
i.e., his previous work.
No, these are local guard footprints. Also, Andraste, you aren't able to get a good look really with the way that the trees are. Apparently, it rained the night before, so it's kind of hard to look through all the foliage because of how wet. It is.
Yeah. True that.
These are local guard footprints, from what you can tell, Aldwin.
He'll nod.
All right. But you rolled a 6 plus. Thankfully, at this point, Ragus's plan has started kicking in. So you add a +4. Thinking about it again, you are able to beat through the foliage though, and you are able to see the clearing where you see. Give me a second here. I'm about to send you something, Andraste.
Oh my. Guys, I think we should hurry.
Oh. Why?
There might have been some kind of skirmish over there. I see bodies.
Oh shit!
Dion would say that we need to make sure that no one's in need of medical attention. That would be his vote.
Well, alright, we should see who's fighting first. I don my wooden mask.
Oop. Kinky.
Well, actually, should I? I'm not working technically, so.
I mean, first of all, Andraste did say that she just saw bodies.
Alright, mask is going on then.
Right. Could ask if any seem to.
They're bloody.
Moving.
They're bloodied and they're not moving.
I got
Just call me K in front of these people, got it?
Being the uncourageous of Dion to not make sure that he could check if anyone was alive. So he would ask if, someone with a bit more stealth ability could get closer to check if anyone was still breathing. Any sense?
All right, who wants to stealth ahead is the question.
I will.
Anyone else?
I can also.
Oh shit.
What did I miss?
Currently, the group in the forest has found bodies in the clearing, and some of them are about to scout ahead to check it out.
Can I look at the bodies, or did y'all do that?
Oh, they're about to stealth ahead to go do that. Do you want to join them?
Oh yeah.
All right. Everyone who's going to head up ahead will stealth.
Lock down the initial position.
Yeah, and I'm going to get ready in case they signal or they need my help. I am ready to spring down and glide towards location because I have that ability as a Vespidan.
Everyone add a +4 modifier to your stealth, by the way.
Roger that. So plus 12.
You say everyone?
Everyone who's stealthing ahead.
Wait, who is stealthing ahead?
Goodness.
So does a 28 work?
Jesus Christ.
29.
So far, Tate, Aldwin, and Kaladin have snuck up ahead. Anyone else want to tag along?
Okay, Terrence is gonna follow behind them.
You do.
I think I'm going to stay back a little bit, and so I'm going to stay in the tree, and if they need me, I'm going to glide over there.
All right.
I'll guard the base of the tree. I have negative stealth, so I think it'd be best if I stayed back.
Okay, so yeah, so you guys stealth with the people that went. You stealth over there with no issue. You guys are kind of like hiding in the local foliage, and when you peek over, actually, wait, I think Widow's an advantage on that. Anyway, you guys peek over. The foliage, and you guys see, these are local guards from Leowyn, and this looks like it was an ambush.
Well done.
There's broken what appears to be there's several arrows that have been embedded in some of the bodies. Some of them look like they were quickly killed by ordinary weapons, and any arrows that were left have either been pulled out or were snapped off at the halfway point and then thrown and then scattered about.
Let's see. Does it look like any work of people that I'd be familiar with or know of?
Most of them look to be deceased.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and it's like everyone in that guard group is dead. And Aldwin and Kaladin, roll me history.
History, gotcha.
With advantage.
Oh man.
Do we have the +4 as well?
Yes.
Awesome.
By the way, the way the strategy's plan work is if you bring up the +4, you can, and it's part of his plan, you can add it to the check.
All right, so that is a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Next to Perry's name, it says Aldwin the Coward. Is his character actually cowardly, or is that like a joke?
That's relating to his backstory.
You'll see eventually. 26 on history.
These are goblinoid arrows.
Wonderful.
And you hear Aldwin say cuss words in Sylvan, Orc, and Giant rather quickly.
Also, question: how far away that site is from the tree that I'm?
Not that far, just a couple of yards maybe. Also, Tate, thanks to your sense of smell, you are able to figure out that this was recent, actually. Like, very recent.
What?
This ambush was recent. You still have the scent of goblinoid in the air.
Okay, so it's my turn to swear.
As soon as Alduin sees this is hobgoblin work, he'll start moving around the clearing to see if sees any fresh, like the edges of the clearing to see where these shots came from.
Roll investigation for me. What is everyone else doing?
I will also assist him with this.
All right.
Can I
will. Is there any way to communicate with the group ahead? Like without just like yelling?
Give me a second, Dion. Tate, what was that?
Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, can I like look at the bodies? Like, I mean, not go up, but is it possible to like examine them from where I'm at?
All right.
Or one of them?
Yeah, you can. Let me think about this. What exactly are you trying to? What are you trying to examine about them?
Just looking for anything that could help us out. Like any, well, not weapons, but just anything. Period.
Would the +4 bonus apply to this or no?
Yes, +4 would apply to this if you bring it up. Roll me investigation, please, Tate.
That is 13 total, and to Dion and the others, Alduin would probably motion them to start coming forward.
Will +4 apply to this too?
Yes.
Yeah, by the way, Terrence is just like a bit scared and.
I can investigate. I'm gonna ask the group if it would be in our best interest to investigate the nature of the wounds, because I have a proficiency in medicine. So.
I mean, go ahead, feel free.
Oh, are we all rolling for investigation?
Some people are. Other people are doing different stuff.
Okay.
21. Huh. Interesting. All right. All right. And the others of the group? Just keeping watch currently?
Yeah, Terrence is just like a bit scared about it, so he loads up his crossbow and he sits behind a tree.
And
looking at them.
I'll look around for any potential enemies that could be lurking around.
Both of you roll perception, please. But the investigation checks.
Wait, do I get the +4?
Holy crap! I get another 6.
Yeah.
Would it be a?
Add a +4.
So it would be a 10.
Yo, Keith, would my passive perception help with any of that?
You're going active. So you're focusing on something else. So.
So would I roll with advantage considering that I'm high above the thing?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so I reroll. Roll once again, yes.
Dion, what did you roll on that medicine check, by the way?
Okay, that would be a total of 19 if I add a plus.
I rolled for investigation. I can reroll for medicine.
What did you roll for investigation? Wait. Okay, so Tate and Dion, you two of you will kind of work together as you're looking at these bodies, and you're kind of like thinking about it. These were, for the most part, you notice no defensive wounds whatsoever. This was quick. This was fast. These guys were taken down before they even knew what was going on, which means that it was probably and that's when you also notice a couple of them were like strangled. And when I mean strangled, I mean like with a garrote wire. Like you see the marking of like a string going across their neck and being pulled into it.
Like right now?
Like it happened at that's what you guys noticed. Like it happened when they died. And you guys and judging and you've heard tales of this. That's mainly the work of bugbear. They like to sneak up on their targets and choke them to death.
Oh.
Fuck, we're dealing with bugbears.
And for the rest of you, you guys notice wolf tracks as warg tracks specifically. which means that the arrows were shot by goblins, but there is one footprint that stands in the far back that belongs to something in heavier set armor, which could suggest that they could have been led by a hobgoblin. So this was a group of 3 different goblinoid types, which is very uncommon unless you're dealing with a legion.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Oh.
And for Andraste and Terrence, the two of you are able to keep watch. There's not really much going on, but the sight of there not being anything like coming to get you guys is able to keep you guys calm for the most part, especially you, Terrence, after the horrific display that you're seeing nearby.
Right, so far everything is clear.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so it is potentially that you guys are dealing with a goblinoid legion. What it appears to be a small group so far, though, which means it could be a scouting party.
Scouting party?
Potentially.
So.
All right.
So I think I'm going to glide down towards the group and basically ask what's been happening, what you've discovered so far.
The nature of the ambush via the evidence shown by the lack of defensive wounds on the town guards. And explain that we could be dealing with either a scouting party or major. Is it so? They're all 3 just different types of goblins. Is that correct?
Goblinoids.
From what we can tell, goblinoids. So I would explain that it's multiple goblinoids that seem to be working together, and it could be either a scouting party, which it likely would be. Dion would think, based upon the presence of the wolves, or the wolves they are.
Yeah, I knew that this would be something big.
So it's very likely that it was a scouting or advanced party of a goblinoid army, and that they somehow were able to ambush the town guard quite effectively.
All right, here we are. Maybe.
I mean, to butt in. While you're talking over in one part of the clearing, Alden kind of leans over into the brush and picks up a piece of cloth. Is Cal right beside him? Right beside Aldwin? Quick question.
Are you Kaladin? Gabe.
Gabriel.
All right, there. My Discord was being shitty. What I miss?
Oh, great.
Kaladin just picked up Aldwin just picked up a piece of cloth with a fist smashing the moon.
All right. Do I know of this symbol?
Aldwin doesn't look too as pale as a sheet right now.
I'm guessing it's the Legion then.
Yes, indeed.
Wonderful.
And it seems to be they're back for more.
When aren't they? Well, we should go make them regret coming here.
Would ask.
I think it would be wise to set up some greater defenses.
Guys, we have a bit of a problem here.
All right. Shoot.
Yeah. I'm smelling the goblinoid scent, and
oh shit,
they're going back home.
Oh,
back to the town.
Oh. Hey, oh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'd either need to head back to the town to warn the town, or we could try and intercept them. But if we miss to intercept it, then it would leave the town defenseless. So I think our best course of action would be making sure that if we did make an individualized stand, it would be right in front of the town. And that way we could get the other party members involved.
Yeah, so our best course of action is rush towards Leowyn and make sure that everyone is safe. Because
yeah, I agree. I think we should head back as quickly as we can and begin preparing for the possibility of an attack.
Everyone roll me an athletics check.
Okay.
You were all booking it back to town. Add a +4 as well, thanks to
Thank
Rags.
God, can I add a +4?
There's a +5 then.
all right,
What's our
I'm
other
22.
thing, or
okay. How did I? Okay.
Also, Andraste, because of this current state of events, your rage flares up for a moment. You have advantage on this athletic check.
Oh my.
14.
athletics does use strength, correct?
It does.
Yes. Okay, that would be a 27.
Right?
I got a 10.
Oh yeah, Perry or Aldwin, you move 35 feet
And
instead
everyone
of
has 30
feet, right?
Correct.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So therefore, you're a wee bit faster than us, which means you could get there also
So
faster.
is it whoever rolls the highest, they would be the fastest for this instance?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah,
put this.
I feel like I do have a speed of 25, but since there are trees, I'm probably going to be one tree to another to make it faster. Oh my, that music is kind of telling.
Alright.
Fucking epic.
So, with your different speed check, there are no speed fails at first level, I'm pretty sure, unfortunately. So with these different checks, so Andraste and, so let me see. Andraste and Tate, what did you roll on your athletics check? Okay, here we go. So Andraste and Tate are in front, with Kaladin a little bit behind, and then Terrence. Actually, Ragus, what did you get on your athletics check as well?
I think he got a 10. Or wait, yes, a 10.
I got a 10.
I know that Terrence got a 10. I need to see what Ragus got a 10 too.
Oh,
So,
wow.
alright. So Ragus, Tate,
Damn, boy.
Ragus, Tate are like a little bit behind Kaladin, and then there's Aldwin and Terrence in the back. Aldwin, you're kind of shaken up, so that's why your running is kind of like, like right now, like your memory's going back to the town up the river.
And also, animal trails aren't really conducive for human running.
Yeah.
So he's kind of thrown off there, but yeah, he's having some PTSD episode right now.
Son of a bitch.
So, but you guys are able to burn it back to town, making it in barely any time. You guys have made it back really fast. What is the first thing you do when you get back in town?
Panic.
Telling Whitney,
Yes,
obviously.
We should
Start
warn
building
everyone
barricades.
as possible.
Enter a constructive rage.
Aldwin will make a beeline for where the chief is with the cloth, with the strip of cloth.
The village chief is by the well right now, as everyone scatters to try and do something.
Yeah,
I guess we should each just head to different areas to warn everyone. Like
Aldwin?
one person to watch the entrance, though, to make sure that we know exactly when they show up.
Real quick.
maybe.
Aldwin, what's going on? You look out of breath.
Aldwin, he'll basically come close to stumbling in front, like stumbling and tripping and falling in front of the chief, because that's how hard he was running through the town.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll hold out the bundled up cloth to him. They're back. And they're here.
Daryl looks down at the clock. He's like, "Oh God!" And then you hear a horn blow in the distance. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Initiative?
Roll what?
what?
To do what?
Initiative. Theater of the mind, and also
I have the -2 for initiative. Here
We get +4,
yes,
right?
+4. The +4 applies to initiative, and also these are the current groups right now because of where you're currently located. So
That was
Wait, I
correct.
can't see how much initiative I have.
that's equal to your dex mod.
Oh, okay.
23.
16.
Oh, welcome back, Rose. Also, Aldwin. I'm seeing all these people type. Jesus.
Where's
Bruh, I
the?
got
Oh god, what's
9.
7?
I can go use the restroom real quickly because I feel like this is going to be a little bit.
Oh yeah, it is.
Probably.
I feel like this might take the rest of the session.
16 plus 3, 19.
Damn, Gabe.
Yeah.
Get to go before it happens, huh? Alright, now I guess Perry and Cookie actually both got very high rolls as well.
Well, actually, this is
Well
going to be group-based initiative, so whoever rolls in your group is the one you go off of.
done.
I'm currently making the groups right now.
Okay. So who is going to run back to the shop and tell me?
I was assuming that's what Kaladin did.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Gabe.
Oh, you're welcome.
Ragus and
For
Terrence, where would
not
you guys
leaving me
go?
out. Thank you, brother.
Well, you two, okay, what would you guys do?
What? Can you say that again?
Well, you're on the way, so I'd assume he'd get you on the way.
Give me a second. No, she's at the bakery, so I know.
Isn't the bakery on the way, or is it
It
to
is,
the north?
but I'm thinking about who's going with me right now.
Hello.
Well, I'm going to the bakery, so I'm telling y'all.
Who was the members? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, I got everybody in one go. Those are the groups.
So,
Let me see.
so Kaladin, Terrence, Rainier, and Rags.
Alright, so Aldwin.
Rags.
So Aldwin and.
You're not allowed to call him Rags. Only I'm allowed to call him Rags.
I was the one who made the name.
So
Doesn't matter.
So Tate, does your group want to go first, or would the
I'll have. Well, Perry's not back yet, is he?
Yeah, he's not.
Because I was gonna say he can go first, but
Is Car back? Is Car here?
we can go first. We
Okay.
can go first then, since Perry's not back.
Okay. Okay, so these are the groups. So
Okay, what do you want me to call you? Because I'm not calling you Ragus.
Ragus.
Just say Ragus.
Ragus. Rag.
Ragus.
Rags.
Ragus.
Rags.
All the Andy D, Ellie, Tate, Witty,
Witty.
Pal, Tear, Rip and Tear.
I should get it.
I'm just gonna call you Rag. How about Rag? Is Rag a single rag instead of multiple rags?
Rag.
Rag too rich.
The Legion.
I'm scared. No, I shouldn't be scared.
The Legion is here. Oh god, this place is getting burned to the ground.
Right. Well, that all
Rag.
depends. That all depends on how well you guys do in the coming up sequence.
God damn it! I knew it. I knew we wouldn't be allowed to have peaceful, happy
Pussy up.
shops. I knew that would never be allowed.
My pussy is Reggie.
Your pussy is Reggie?
Of Nintendo.
Yes, why is the former CEO of Nintendo your pussy?
Wait, he's not anymore.
Yeah, he quit a while ago.
Oh my God.
Please.
Guys, game.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Oh crap! Didn't I? Oh man. Whatever. I can just go with these 4.
We're giving Gabe time. I mean, not Gabe. Keith time.
Thank
Why do
you.
call him Gabe?
Game time.
We're
Okay, I'm
giving
just trying to make
Keith
sure the
time by
music.
fucking around.
I'm about to say it stopped for a second.
I know. I was trying to make it. Come on. Come on, Fredbo, work with me here.
No.
There we go. Okay.
Damn, I wish I had a frying pan. as
So
a
you
weapon.
guys all hear in the distance.
Oh, fucking.
Shit.
About time. Some of you recognize that devilish horn as it brings up waking nightmares from your childhood, and from some of you from a past that you hope not to remember.
It brings me anger. I want to blow them up. I want to blow them up.
It's time to stay.
So for reference, the Outlander group is near the fast food general store. The bakery group is at the bakery, and the Smith and Alchemy group is in between the alchemy shop and the Edelgard specialty shop.
Okay, so pretty much right there. There we go.
Fred Bow, whatever. Anyway, so immediately starting out, you hear the sound of stomping. As suddenly, as you see, as warg riders start riding in from the woods and coming through the town as fast as possible, and
shit.
Some of the goblins on these wargs are going to take a shot at some of you standing outside. The bakery group, however, is safe from this since they are inside.
Wonderful.
So Ellison, Tate, and Whitney, you guys are okay.
Yeah.
Aldwin, that's an 18.
Yeah.
That's 8 damage. I rolled max on my first damage roll.
Alright, well, Perry's gonna die already.
Yeah.
Good start.
You're down to 4 health, aren't you?
No, 3.
Oh, God.
Shit.
I didn't mean for that to happen. I like to say that in advance.
Sorry, Perry.
Who, where?
He's not gonna die. Anyway, okay.
Set the day.
Next up, Dion, you have 18 AC from what I remember, correct?
Yes.
Unnatural 20.
Woo! Okay.
8 damage. I rolled max again. Fuck.
Dude!
I'm not doing this.
Your dice need to take a chill pill.
You took 8 damage.
I'm getting major flashbacks to my first session as DM.
I'm not even meaning to do this, damn it.
God damn it. We're all gonna die.
Andraste?
This is fate. Yes?
19 to hit.
Okay, that hit.
Thank God, 3 damage.
Okay.
Good Dion.
I'm assuming that I'm not raging.
No, you're not currently. No, Dion took 8, Andraste takes 3. Yeah, I'm switching up my dice. Putting that one away.
Far.
Who's up next?
Yes.
Who's up next? Actually, it would be the So Kaladin, Terrence, Rainier, and Ragus. Okay.
Yeah.
Yo.
Unnatural 20 for
Wait.
Kaladin.
No.
16
for Terrence.
What do we roll again?
Nothing. Tell me your AC.
12.
Yeah, that hits both of
you
you.
boys want to know something stupid? Wait.
Also, yeah, I would
What does it
recommend doing something like writing down your AC at the thing, at your nickname.
Okay, who does what hit?
So that's a 16 for you, Rainier. Does that hit?
It hits. Wait.
Okay, so
for who?
so far it has hit both Terrence and Kaladin so far. I will roll your damage after I'm done rolling it to hit for everybody.
Yay!
Rainier, does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Last time. This one's for Ragus. That's a 9. All right.
Yay!
Okay. Jesus Christ. So, Kaladin.
Damn, we got a
7. Kaladin 7 damage.
Fucking A.
Terrence 5 damage. Rainier 7 damage.
Oh my.
yeah, that's the damage you guys have taken so far. Jesus fucking Christ! And with that, the bakery group, you see goblinoids riding out into the city, riding past the bakery into town. Well, goblins on giant wolf-like things, like yelling in goblin as they're attacking anything that moves. What are you guys gonna do? This is the bakery group, by the way. So Ellison, Tate, and Whitney.
I don't know. It's a lot.
I think it's a bit too late to mention it, but.
Oh my god.
What did you ask?
Whitney, Tate, and Ellison. Goblins on wargs are riding by the bakery, attacking everything in the street that moves. What are you guys gonna do?
Stand the fucking side. Well, actually, I want to wait for them to pass, at least most of them, and we can come out and flank them.
I'm gonna cast grease next to the store so they slip.
You did the same thing as I did. Why?
So Whitney, you take one of your this baker that seems very greasy that you stuck a lot of meat into, and you chuck it at the ground in front of your bakery, and it transforms into this giant splat of oil on the ground.
Oh wow!
Oh, I thought I eat it and then I cast it.
It's for the stuff. No. It's for the stuff that's self-based. For stuff that's like range, you toss that shit.
Okay.
And then
so you just literally tossed a pie onto the ground,
and it turned into oil.
A really greasy meat pie.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Tate, you see a goblin, one of the last goblins, ride by and slip on the grease and fall off his warg.
Funny.
So he gets impaled on a spike and dies.
Nope, Ellison, Tate, there's a free goblin to swing at, and a war, and his mount as well.
I don't want to step in the grease, so I'll shoot him with my bow.
All right, Ellison.
I sit up and you knock him down.
Can I add +4 to that?
God damn it.
Yes, you can. Ellison, you with me or?
Epic music.
Yeah.
Way to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast control flames in front of them to cut off their path, but like not too far in front of them where they can stop, but like right in front of them so they are running into the fire.
Alright.
Hold on, didn't Cookie make a roll?
18 hits
Oh,
roll damage.
okay.
Alright, with control flame. Does that do any damage, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Poor bitch.
Probably enough. Wait, let me see. Yeah, so you take out your bow, you snipe it at the goblinoid on the ground, and go straight through his head.
Yay.
Someone do me a favor and keep a tally of what you kill and how many, by the way. I'm going to need that later.
Of how many goblins we killed?
Of what you kill and how many you kill.
So that was a goblin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, everyone gets individual XP, or do we get the group XP?
Group XP also. So
what did you say the monster is that they're riding in on?
Warg.
Wargs.
What is it spelled?
Basically monster wolves.
WORG. Okay, so let me see. Control flame. I'm looking. Okay, I got it. All right. So they're gonna roll a dex save to move out the way of the fire. Yeah. What's your DC, Ellison?
Ooh.
Ellison.
14.
Yeah, they fail that with a 9. So roll me 2d6 damage.
Dog.
7.
With a so the warg that the goblin was riding on, it slipped and
Wait,
fell.
do I do attack modifier?
I'll be right back.
Just So yeah, the goblins, the warg slips, but it keeps sliding, and it slides right into your flames, and
Oh my.
gets burnt to a crisp as it slides right through, covered in grease, amplifying the fire.
Lovely.
All right. So far, warg and goblin are down. Anything else you guys would like to do this turn? Would you guys like to move into the street, or are you guys gonna take cover in the bakery?
Everybody's out on the street now, right? The goblins.
Yeah.
Hang on. I have a bonus action of invasive thoughts. I just don't remember.
Oh, you can telepathically speak to someone else. Oh, wow. There it goes.
Hello?
Whoa, okay, everything just went crazy there.
Alright, here we are.
Everything just went crazy for me,
so
too.
it wasn't just me?
Yeah, it was everybody at once, I think.
Yeah, I think it was a group glitch.
Yeah. Anyway, Pepper went out too. Anyway, what was it?
I'm not gonna do anything.
So would you guys like to... The music just keeps playing. Anyway, so would you guys like to stay... So invasive...
Wait, are there any more passing?
No, the rest of them are already heading towards the town center.
Oh darn, I was gonna say I'll stick my foot out and trip one.
But evasive mind work means that you can telepathically speak to someone within 30 feet of you. So like Whitney or Tate, you could speak to them telepathically.
I'm within like probably 5 feet of them. I could talk to them, but I don't need to.
Yeah.
So
Well, if that's the case, then I'll go out. I'll go out.
No, you walk out avoiding the grease, and since you already used your attack, you can't really attack again. But you do see the goblinoids just like heading to like surrounding the well and what appears to be the bridge too.
Okay.
I'll follow Tate out and kind of head in that direction.
Winnie's gonna follow too, I think, but stay a little bit behind. And then Aldwin, do you know Goblin at all? Or did you lose that when you lost your favorite enemy's languages?
I think I lost that from when I lost favorite enemy languages.
Well, you hear and they seem to be motioning towards the bridge, and then you hear another and the sound of drums beating. And for my Smith and Alchemy group, you guys see a ship heading down the river filled with sulfur and bat guano, and a single goblin with a staff kind of dancing around on it with a couple more goblins keeping him guard.
Oh,
what is what?
Yeah, we're about to take that man out.
Out of character, I know what it is.
Sulfur is explosive.
So, quick question for you guys. What does bat guano and sulfur make?
That's fireball.
Boom.
Fireball that we don't want near the town.
They're heading straight for the stone bridge in the middle of the town.
Wonderful.
Can I chaos bolt that?
Well, we'll get to that when your turn comes around. But right now, it's the Outlander's turn. Aldwin, Andraste, and Dion. The three of you are surrounded by goblins who have each taken a chunk out of you. What are you gonna do?
So,
do we go in a certain order?
No, you guys can choose between the three of you.
So I'd say I'm going to try to rush in and, well, first off, I'm not gonna rage, so that's that. And then I'm going to go and sting the closest or the biggest goblin there is.
What? All right, you're gonna go for that goblin. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna sting.
Roll to hit.
That would be at 21.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna also inject my poison, so it would be I would be adding.
They have to roll a con save.
Yeah, afterwards. So, have them roll a con save.
I assume that a 6 fails.
Well, definitely. So, I'm rolling all the damage.
Also, just because everyone saw the picture of the goblin with the staff.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Cheery motherfuckers about to go blow up your bridge.
We're gonna blow him up first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's the damage.
Oh.
13.
You stab straight into this goblin, and he just foams at the mouth. And just foam spills out of his mouth, covering his torso as he falls to the ground, just kind of like twitching for a moment, and dies on the ground.
Get out of this town if you don't want to end up like him.
Jesus.
Oh boy. Oh boy, no.
Dion, what do you guys got for me?
Should I go next, or would you like to go first?
I know what I'm gonna do. Alton's gonna get his bloody longbow out, and which one of them shot him through the chest?
One of them riding on a warg.
Is it one of the ones that just stopped right here?
Kill his family.
That stopped nearby, yeah.
Alton's gonna train in on him and gonna shoot for the throat.
Roll to hit.
How does a 16 sound?
I think that, so you pull back the goblin's moving, but your aim a little bit ahead. It looks like it's gonna miss for a moment, but then you hit him square on the side. Roll damage.
9 points of damage. No, wait, 10 points of damage. Piercing.
Your arrow goes straight through his side, but thanks to the way you shape your arrows, is not able to go all the way through. He is knocked off his warg, and he is impaled onto one of the trees nearby.
Alton just simply flips him off.
Dion, what you got for me?
So the people in my group, does anyone have an extremely low amount of health that they would like me to replenish with lay on hands? Or
you have a low amount of health.
Aldwin is battered from what it looks like from the arrow he took.
Okay.
First, I would describe it as an arrow just went straight through his chest but missed his heart.
he ripped the arrow out, just broke it, and kept going.
God.
Pertinent for me to make sure that we can stay in the fight. So whoever has the lowest health, I'm gonna use lay on hands on them.
You have the lowest health.
No,
right.
Ranger does actually.
Oh,
the Ranger's down to 3 health.
Oh,
same.
Lord.
Same.
I use lay on hands for the Ranger then.
All right.
I would suggest keeping at least 1 point left just in case of anything. Because right now you have 5 points of lay on hands.
Also keep in mind that healing is best when someone is completely down and making death saves.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can use it as a revive as well?
Yes. And as a revive, and as a revive only. In the battle.
Until we get to higher levels.
Well,
I should just attack instead.
Yes.
That's up to
That's up to you, though.
I'd recommend just attack. I'd recommend just attacking for the time being.
Still, surge towards the closest goblin and swing at them with my longsword.
Well, you attacking the warg or the goblin?
I assume the warg would have some kind of mobility advantage, so it'd make it be able to dodge a sword. So I guess I'll just...
You can swing at either one. There's not really any difference between, there's not really, disadvantage or advantage.
Well, I guess I would rather kill the rider, because he's got a bow, so...
Alright, roll to hit.
I'll go with it. Okay. Is that a D... Which
D20, yes.
To hit?
Yeah, 1d20 plus
D20,
your
got it.
to hit. So it's going to be strength plus your proficiency.
Gotcha. 18. And
Is there an easier way to remove music from this?
What do you mean?
With an, from Fredboat, nothing. It's something personal. I was thinking of getting rid of one of the tracks because I'm tempted to just switch. I'm tempted to just stick with the Fire Emblem music. Anyway, with an 18, roll damage for me.
is that also a D20?
No,
That
it's
should
no.
be right.
Are you one-handing or two-handing your longsword?
I have a shield as well.
Okay, so you're one-handing. So you're one-handing it then?
So it's a
Yeah.
D8.
Yeah, a D8 plus your strength mod.
And I'm guessing the strategist bonus doesn't count into this.
For damage, Gar? Does the +4 add to damage too?
Alright, so D8 plus, you said strength?
Uh-huh. Mod, yeah.
So I got a 8 if you add the strength. So 8 damage.
Alright, give me a second. Car's checking the strategist class to see if you can add the +4 to your damage.
Because I just thought of that, like, wait, can we do that?
It's ability checks only, unfortunately, so no.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Kara, get better.
He's level 1, dude. He gave you a +4 on ability checks.
It is true, but still.
Yeah, that is big.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the Legion is still. So you guys hear the. So at this point, the Baker group, you guys hear the drumming too, since you guys are near the bridge, and you guys see the ship coming down the way as well as the goblin. Like the goblin is just laughing. We're gonna make a big boom! And his hands start lighting on fire, and the ship is racing towards the boat.
I kind of want to see
Wait, what's this goblin trying to do?
He's going to blow up the stone bridge. Yeah, the goblin did die. Sorry. Let me just grab this real quick. I'm sorry. I got with the swing of your longsword, you cleave the goblin in two, taking it off its warg and sending its pieces flying. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. Anyway, but yeah, the goblin plans on blowing up the stone bridge off the northern side of town, southern side of town. And you see other ships coming up behind him, and what you think is going to be an attack on the docks. So yeah.
Fun. Wait. Let's commandeer the suicide ship and bring it to their fleet.
Well, it is the Smith and Bakery group. Smith and Alchemy group's turn. So Terrence, Ragus, Vernier, and Kaladin, what you guys got for me?
All right. Do any of you have explosives? Cargo.
Yes, I have
Okay.
one tub of petroleum jelly and a whole bunch of alchemist fire.
Okay, I can use catapult on that.
Yes.
Am I within 10 feet of any of the goblins?
Is this for a reaction thing or?
It's our turn to attack, right?
No, it's the last group. It's the Smith and Alchemist group. I misspoke.
All right. So I can catapult that. Which would you rather have me catapult? Car.
Ragus rushes into his alchemist shop and Ragus rushes into his alchemist shop and comes back out with both the gel and the alchemist fire.
Okay.
Why not both?
I can only do one object.
Bruh.
Well, I mean, they already got explosives on the ship,
which one can be shot with an arrow? Which one can be shot with an arrow?
I mean, the jelly can be shot with an arrow. You could stick your arrow in it.
All right, then I'll catapult the alchemist fire.
I have a queen.
All right. So it is launching at the ship, at the goblin on the ship.
Roll to hit.
If it misses the goblin, it will hit the ship.
Roll to hit.
to be honest, it's probably gonna hit both anyways.
Terrence, what did you want to do?
Yeah, that's a dex save against it.
All right, Terrence, you wanted to say something there?
I think the Alchemist Fire and the Catapult spell requires you to make an attack roll.
The catapult requires an attack roll?
Yeah, I think so. The spell.
Okay.
Catapult. Nope. It's a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
Okay, let's see.
Alright, then I'm gonna launch the goblin.
Alright. You launch it. Terrence, what do you want to... Fucking, Ragus is gonna use a bonus action to help, so that means the goblin has his advantage. Terrence, Kaladin, what do you guys got for me?
Alright, so I was thinking, dip an arrow into the... Like, how far is the ship?
20 feet away, 30 feet away from the bridge.
First of all, are there any other goblins over here with us, or is it just the ship?
Yes, there are goblins circling you guys that attacked that hit you with arrows
Gabe,
before.
focus on those.
You do realize I'm effective when paired with another person, right?
I know.
I mean, there's Terrence.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's what
Terrence, what can you do?
Because I can take out the boat relatively easily.
Norm?
No, much else.
If you're saying something right now, we can't hear you.
I mean, if you destroy the massive ship, I assume there's going to be some kind of morale disadvantage to the other ones. You'd think.
Norm?
Yes.
Yeah, we got you. Just really low right now, somewhat. Kaladin wants to know what you can do, since he wants to team up with you to deal with the goblins around
I
you.
want to team with someone so I can actually get my sneak attack in.
Gabe and the sneaks.
I got a light crossbow.
Oh, like crossbow.
I could take the aim thing. Wait, no, that's at second level. Damn it.
I mean, you could just jump out from the shop.
We're not even in the shop.
Oh, we're out. Well, yeah, we're in
Yes.
between the shops.
The ones in the bakery were the ones who were inside the shop.
Also, by the way, he rolled a 19 and that goblin rolled a 19 and a 2. So that's a 4. So that's 3d6 fire damage.
Plus, well, it's catapult, so.
No, it's 3d6. No, it's 3d6 from the catapult, is what I was saying.
No, it's 3d8.
Oh, 3d8. All right.
Plus 1d8 divided by 1d8 per spell level.
So it's just
4d8.
No, it past first level. First level, you don't have.
Past first level. Okay. All right, 3d8.
Roll damage.
What's 8 plus 4 plus 3?
15. Yeah.
Yeah, 15.
15 damage to him.
Before Terrence and Kaladin are able to act, the alchemist fire splashes on the boat, and the goblin goes, "Hello!" and the bat guano and sulfur ship blows up in a. What color does sulfur make when it's lit up? Does anyone remember? Does anyone know?
Green.
It depends. I can
A green. I'm just gonna go with this. A greenish yellow fire. No, we're gonna Game of Thrones this up. A green fire blows out of the river and floods the river in fire.
Damn it! What a waste of sulfur. Oh well, that worked.
I need Yeah, no, never mind. The ships that were following are blown back a little bit, but they are still heading down, as it appears that they are not changing their course.
The lake's on fire, though.
Terrence and Kaladin, would you guys like to? So, Terrence, you're going to use your light crossbow on a goblin.
Yeah, sure.
Roll to hit.
You roll.
You
rolled.
Oh. What's your dex modifier? hit. Right, light crossbow, that's a D8.
Yeah, when's the last time we went?
Yeah, it's about to turn back around. It's because there's 3 groups. So yeah, so Terrence shoots a light crossbow and his bolt pins a goblin to the altar that was nearby, unfortunately, but the goblin's dead at the very least. And then Kaladin, what you got for me?
Well, I guess I'll also use a short bow. Why not?
Roll to hit.
Alright. That is a 14 to hit.
You aim with your short bow, you launch the arrow, but the warg is able to move fast enough to where it takes a burst of speed and is able to move its rider out the way of the arrow as you barely miss as it grazes the back.
Wonderful. I go in the shop and cry myself to sleep.
Oh, come on.
Seriously.
Hold up. Anything else?
Nothing else I can do.
Magus? You got anything else? You spent a bonus action and movement. Anything else? Oh, wait, you used tactics. Yeah. Alright. So with that, you guys see the ship start disembarking on the shore and letting off goblinoids at this point, as you now see bugbears and a single hobgoblin getting off the ship.
Well, looks like that's our target, lads.
Bakery crew, you are up.
Okay, so how far from there?
So you guys just saw the ship light up, and you see goblins disembarking on both sides of the shore. Some of them on your side.
And like, how far away is that from us?
You can reach it. You can reach it within walking distance. Within your.
Oh, right by the river. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could you get?
Guys, I need you to let me go over there by myself for a minute.
Why?
No one come within 10 feet of me, I say, and then I start walking over.
Melly.
Until I'm sort of... Can I just, like, walk into the middle of the crowd?
What are you doing, Jules?
Yeah. Do you mind?
Okay.
Ellison walks into the middle of this crowd, and Ellison, your warped your armor class thing. How would you describe it?
Huh?
You know your thing that protects you, that gives you armor?
Yeah.
Is it a magical barrier?
I guess I'd sort of describe it as, like, it's almost invisible, but if you look at it in certain light, it'll, like, shimmer around me.
You see this shimmering aura around Ellison for a moment as she grips, what's your spellcasting focus? Crystal. She grips this crystal around her neck, and you see these tentacles shoot out of the ground of purple psionic energy and splash down around her, trying to hit every goblin in her wake.
Kinky.
That one success.
Arms of Adal.
That's a DC 14, right?
Yeah.
Success.
Alright, I'll be
failure.
back.
Alright. Success.
Alright.
Failure. Success. Failure. 3 of them fail.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll my 3d6.
It's 2d6. It's 2d6 at first level.
No, it's 2d6 plus 1d6.
For spellcasting level?
Uh-huh.
That's when you cast it upward. That's when
What
you
do you
cast
mean?
that. If you cast it at second level plus, then you add a 1d6 per spell level. At first level, it's just the 2d6.
I'm sad. Okay,
Same.
I mean, I still got 10, but whatever.
Fuck.
Sorry. 3 goblins just get Tate, Whitney, you guys see 3 goblins just get picked up by these tentacles, turned upside down, and they are driven headfirst into the ground. Some of them turn into paste when they hit the ground. Other ones get stuck with their legs just flopping out in the ground.
Wow.
Zitalo.
So that's
I just start giggling evilly.
so that's 7 goblins dead so far.
Impressive power.
Thank you.
Might need to give her a raise.
I think so.
Tate,
Wait,
Whitney,
what?
Tate, Whitney, what you guys got for me?
I am going to. I take out this cupcake. It is vanilla. It's with edible sparkles on it, and a cute little pair of wings on it. I eat it, and I cast Bless on Tate, Ellie, and who else is close to me?
Eligard is not Eligard.
Thank you.
Ellison is a little bit away
Oh,
from
well,
you.
I said Ellison. I said Ellie, Tate, and
I think those are the main ones.
oh, that's all. Well, I get kind of cast it on myself.
Yes. I think. Yeah.
Okay. So you get a D4 on attack, roller saving throw for the rest of the battle.
Had you do that before I did that spell?
Well, no, hold on. It wouldn't have done anything though, because it's only to attack rolls
No,
and
she
saving
said on
throws.
attack.
On attack rolls or saving throws, they had to roll. It's not for the enemy.
It's for you.
Yeah.
I know, but I could have. Oh well.
She said you could add a D4 to.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll save it for I guess myself because I have 8 hit points. Please don't let me die.
We can only use the D4 once, or we can use it until the battle's over.
Yeah,
Jules, remember your Dampier ability.
until the battle's over.
Which is?
You get temp HP if you drink someone's blood.
Don't do it.
Do that an amount of times equal to your charisma.
Yeah, that's how the
Jules.
Baker class works, Trevor.
Yep.
Yes, that is how the Baker class works, is drinking people's blood.
No.
No, it was
I know.
cupcake.
Hold up.
Hey,
Okay,
hold up.
okay. Back to me.
Mm-hmm.
I said.
Can I grab up one of the dead bodies and just bite into their neck?
It has to be a living person, unfortunately.
Why?
Ooh, Ellie Vemper. Okay.
Wait, did any of them? Wait, no. Wait.
They had to be charmed, grappled,
Will it still work for
incapacitated,
me?
or restrained.
Will it still work for me because I don't have fangs?
The target can also be willing.
Yes. It still works for you. You just have to bite harder.
Okay. Okay, so I guess.
Jules, it also it can be a it can be a willing creature as well.
True. I don't have any more actions now anyway, so continue.
All right.
Also, do you really want to give yourself away that easily?
You guys see that? So
True.
you guys see that?
Wait, it's Tate. What about Tate?
Alright,
Yeah,
everybody
Tate.
shut up.
Yeah.
Go.
Thank you, please.
Okay, so guys.
Yep.
Okay, what did you say?
Tate, what do you want?
Really late.
Norm, you can head out if you want. I know it's getting late.
Okay, so
Stay for most of the session, so you're welcome to peace out and sleep. Same with you, Andraste.
Oh?
Is Norm still here? Shit, I'm looking at something.
Yeah. What's up, Norm?
I am not asleep, and I'm ready to smash more goblins if they are
What's
still
Tate
here.
gonna do?
Yeah, what's Tate gonna be?
I was about to say I was waiting.
Yeah.
You was gonna describe something, and I was waiting.
No, because you still have to go. What I describe comes later.
Okay. So are we like in the center or?
Yeah, you guys are nearing
There's,
the
like, a whole
bridge.
bunch of- Okay, so who's like near us right now? Is there any goblins?
Yes, there's
nearby?
goblins. There's a hobgoblin apparently, and you see a couple of these big, hairy goblinoids, and you recognize them as bugbears.
Are they going to somewhere
Yeah,
in particular? Where are they going?
they're probably going to be heading towards. They look like they're about to start raiding the area. Like since their firebomb ship plan failed, they might try to attack anything now.
Oh, it failed? I thought it succeeded.
No, you saw Rainier, the local smith, launch a alchemist fire onto their ship, and it blew up about 30 feet from the bridge.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, wackos. I want to shoot the. I'll get the big guys then. The bugbears. Is there one nearby?
Yes, there is. What would you like to hit him with?
Longbow, I guess.
I mean, you don't want to hit him with the big glaive. No, I'm joking.
With the what?
I said the big glaive. Isn't that what you have?
I don't have a glaive. What the hell are you talking about?
I saw that on your weapon.
No. Could I have a glaive? Because we could have solved this earlier.
Chief, you have 4 weapons. Well, no, 5. You got a longbow, 2 hand axes.
I talked to you about this earlier, and you said it was fine.
Yeah, the dagger and... Wait, you got daggers.
2 axes.
No, the 2 hand axes already came. We're switching it out for the 2... Oh, okay. You meant switching...
Then what the fuck did you just say? Okay, whatever. No, I'm using the bow. I'm using the bow. Shit.
Go ahead. Sorry, I just realized something.
Can I use one? Can I use the +4?
Only for ability checks, so not in this case.
Damn. Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Right.
19.
Okay, so we are waiting for the Baker group to do their thing.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yes.
With a 19, that you take out another arrow and let it fly. Well, and it whizzes through and it hits this bugbear square in the chest. Roll damage.
$10.
With a 10, the bugbear like he tries to rip the arrow, but he can't, and he just like falls back into the river.
Now, is there like a group of them nearby?
Yes, they were about to scatter when they got off the boat, but you just shot one of them, so they're probably still clumped together.
I want to use my breath weapon. This is a bonus action. That is a bonus action, right? I did read that, right?
Yeah. So you take a deep breath.
I'm using my breath weapon.
You take a deep breath. And then you let out a primal roar that shakes the very ground around you as you let out a wave of... What color did you go for, actually?
Red.
I can choose color?
Oh, no, you're a red. Okay, you're red.
Yeah, I'm red. What color? I can choose color my fire.
What color fire do you want?
Red.
I don't know. No. I just keep red.
Or go white.
I was gonna say blue.
Why I need blue? I'm red. That make no sense.
Blue's the hottest fire possible.
Oh,
or go white fire.
Because Azula.
And Tate's pretty hot, if you know what I'm saying.
This is true. All right, I go blue. Make it cool.
You let out this rippling blue fire at the group of goblinoids as it rolls over the banks of the river and slams into the green fire and fail, success with an at 20, success, fail.
Stop looking good.
Roll damage. 3 of them failed. So we're up to 10 goblins. That's about to be 10 goblins and what bugbear?
My goodness, talk about some devastation.
The sad thing, though, is that any XP you get, I have to divide by 10.
That's true.
Which
is still impressive.
Oh, that's a fucking 8. I hate that shit.
So it hits the fire, the alchemist fire that blew up, and that fire seems to erupt even more and spread off to the banks, and they are cooked on both sides by this fire. And you hear the screams of the dying as only a few goblinoids are able to get out the way. And you kill 3 of the goblins, bringing your total kill count, guys, up to 13 goblins.
All right, cool.
My goodness.
And it is now
Wait, who killed 10? Sorry.
No, this is amongst your entire group.
Okay, alright.
And at this point, you all goblins. Aldwin?
Mm-hmm.
One of them, the hobgoblin seems to be wearing a Merrick Legion badge, and then he sees you, and then he simply says, "Knight!"
He's challenging you, Perry.
As he takes out a longbow.
Uh-oh. Perry.
Alduin.
Murder this bitch.
Yeah, that's kind of the plan right now. How far off is he currently?
He walks up, so you two are within range of each other, and he says, "I was not there when your kind fell, but I am truly blessed by the gods to face you here today."
Oh.
Everyone around Alduin, he kind of does like a.
And Alduin is like, I know you.
Alduin.
Now I'm gonna take this fairly seriously. Alduin will look at the hobgoblin. So, were you there at Fort Forest?
I was there when the day your kind fell. I wasn't able to face one of you because they kept me in the back, but today he takes out an arrow and notches it. I hope you were able to fight as strongly as they did. And he aims his bow at you. Face me.
Alduin, he'll do the same, but he'll keep his he'll notch an arrow, but he'll keep it pointed down towards the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So is this a friendly duel? So is this an honorable duel?
Yes.
Or well then.
But I have my long-range weapon.
Well, I assume you're at full. Well, I wouldn't say that.
He does look pretty damaged from the fire too. You two seem like you both look like you could drop dead at any minute. He seems like he wants to go out honorably, or take you out honorably at the very least.
Alduin would just simply look at him, seeing his damaged state. Well, I will put it this way. If either of us die, we will wear each other's badge and honor the other.
Alright.
And Alduin will try to take the dodge action. Or not. No, that'd be too much of a gamble. Alduin will raise his bow and aim it at the hobgoblin.
Both of you let loose at the same time. Roll to hit.
How does a 19 sound?
Quick question. How does a 13 sound? It doesn't hit, does it?
Can I describe this?
Go ahead.
As Alduin lets loose his arrow, he literally he turns and steps to the side, letting the arrow skid across the front of his chest.
And the arrow, roll damage for me.
Morning, 10 o'clock.
Ah, bloody. 5 points of damage.
He takes the arrow to the shoulder, and he drops his bow as he falls to his knee. But he doesn't seem to be dead yet.
God.
He then looks up at you. You are famed archers indeed. And he pulls the arrow out.
Well, last time I checked, I wasn't able to go much farther than the beginning stages, so... And you really are facing the best.
Andraste and Dion, that was Alduin's turn. What would you guys like to do?
Alright.
So, what enemies are around? Because I'm gonna smash some.
You could go for another goblin, or you could take out or you could try and attack the hobgoblin that Alduin just had an honorable with. All right.
Or, well, actually, I'm gonna stick around here a little bit because I want to see what happens.
All right.
Well, I see that they aren't exactly wanting to play by smart tactics, so I'm gonna go and just smack for a goblin.
A goblin?
Yes, just another goblin. I'm striking with my battle axe.
Roll to hit.
How many goblins are around me, by the way?
It's starting to dwindle down at this point. One is
okay.
rapidly passing by you as you try to swing at him.
Alright, that would be a 22. Would that hit?
Roll damage.
Alright. $12 damage.
You cave his goddamn chest in as you hear a sickening when your weapon hits them, and they are knocked off the mount and hit.
All right. So I know that this isn't really affecting much, but if there is anyone who's within 5 feet of the enemy, I would get advantage because for otherwise I think it's Dion's.
Alright, Dion?
So I assume the one that he hit would be dead, correct?
Album that hit. Oh yeah, its chest is caved in.
Right. And you said that there was one close to him or rushing by him, is that correct?
That was the one he knocked. That was the one he knocked off. That was the one he knocked off. The warg. Yeah. There's also there's also the hobgoblin that Perry injured, which you could deal with if you wanted to, but.
All right, I'm back. What I miss?
Nothing much.
Not much.
How was Perry's duel?
He won. He injured the hobgoblin. Anyway, so Dion, what would you like to do?
So are there any goblins nearby?
There's one more at this point. He appears to be ready to run for it since he just saw his commanding officer get hit by an arrow.
Oh no! You're you're dying.
I'm about to execute this man.
So accurate. So flippin' accurate.
The goblin or the
and my
hobgoblin?
guy's literally a knight too. Yeah, he's about to get the goblin slayer treatment real quick.
Oh God.
Approach the nearest goblin and prepare for my second division in 2.
Wing.
Roll to hit.
This is way too good.
So 18, and then do I add strength? Correct.
You rolled an 18.
Yeah.
That hits regardless. Roll damage.
Okay. That's correct for the longsword, one-handed.
Yeah, 28.
Holy crap! I really need to watch that anime.
Damage.
How much damage? 6. You're able to get a slice off on it, hitting its side, but it quickly recoils, and when the Legion's turn comes around, it quickly rears its warg and rides off into the forest.
Damn. I failed the Goblin Slayer.
My goodness, man.
Sailor.
The hobgoblin kind of looks at his injury, and he looks to see the goblin running off, and he says, "We will not win this day." He then hears a horn in the distance, and you realize that. And when you hear that horn, it's a different sounding horn, and you start seeing the goblin starting to pull back now. The goblin is starting to pull back.
Oh no!
And there appears to be another.
Serves it right.
And Aldwin, you see another hobgoblin like in the distance, like looking at the hobgoblin that was injured by you, and he kind of looks at you with a smirk before he retreats.
Aldwin doesn't fire at him.
Why?
The hobgoblin you injured just kind of just falls to his knees and just sits there, like he basically just surrenders.
Kill.
And Aldwin
we can interrogate him.
We should.
Alright, at this point, the goblins are retreating, so does anyone just want to start slaughtering goblins now?
Yes.
I would like to make sure the one that I sliced is no longer breathing.
Very much so. Let us murder all the goblins.
I want some XP, so yes.
My Baker group, do you guys want to keep killing the goblins that are retreating?
Please.
Fuck them.
Oh my god.
If Whitney's okay with it.
Whitney!
Kill them.
I don't care.
They attacked our town. They deserve to die.
Guys, XP.
Yeah.
It's about protecting the village in the future.
Forget about justice. Take what's rightfully yours.
They attacked our damn town. We didn't make sure they never come back here again.
I think it would be honorable to, after they've already been defeated. I don't know.
Kill them all.
It would be dishonorable to let them return.
So Whitney, you're letting them go?
I am letting them go.
Alright.
How dare you?
Tate, would you like to let them go as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so Whit and Tatney, you two stand down as the goblins start to retreat.
Kill them.
Literally, any other character I have would have said kill them, but
Jules, do it.
So who's still going? I just want to know this.
I am murdering them.
Everyone else.
Ragus isn't. Okay.
I think I'm going to prioritize defending the village instead of just going off in a mad rage.
So Andraste, you're stopping as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So Andraste, Ragus, Tate, and Whitney are not going to charge after any goblins. So is anyone else in the remaining group of 5? Wait, we lost one person. Yeah, 5.
Kill.
dude, stop.
Does anyone have anything that can boost one of my spells?
I already gave you bless.
Wait, will that work though, Keith? Or spell?
Bless. If you use an attack roll, yes. Your D4 that you got from Whitney. If you attack with a spell, then you can add a D4 to it.
Can I catch up to them and stand in the middle of the group?
Harms of Hadar does not get the D4. It's an attack roll, not a saving throw for them.
Keith, Barry, chat.
Oh no, I saw. I'm gonna save that for after.
Fine, but still, can I catch up and stand in the middle of the group?
There is some running towards you right now. If you want Arms of Hadar, just tell me.
Yeah.
Again, tentacles going up. Dex, strength save. Success.
When you said Dex, I thought you said something else.
Oh my god. Success.
Dex save.
Fail. Success. Success. Fail. 2 fail. Roll 2d6.
Seriously, that's 8. Wait, can they roll with disadvantage?
No.
Because they already are failing.
The ones that failed fail. Roll damage.
2 6s.
So 12.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So who else wants to get the goblin slaughtering out the way?
Murder.
Sure.
I think that
I'd like to wait to the end to make sure.
Actually, I'd like to try and capture one alive.
We
already have
all of them.
Roll me a grapple check. Devin,
grapple.
roll me. Yeah, grapple. Devin, roll me. Devin, throw me 1 attack roll.
I want to do Chaos Bolt.
Roll to hit.
I can't try to grapple them too, right?
You can. You can try and grapple 1.
That is. Is this with or without the +4?
With the +4.
All right, with the +4, that is a non-nat 20.
An unnatural 20?
Yes.
Let me see what the goblin can roll. That's a 6. That's a 7. So Ellison beat a 7. Gabe, you got one.
22 to hit.
Full damage for me, Devin.
Alright. That is 7 plus 6 plus 4. So 17 damage, and it is... I need to pull that back up. Sorry about this. So psychic or poison. I'll do psychic damage.
You literally turn that goblin into paste. You know the scene from Watchmen when Dr. Manhattan points out his hand and just turns the Vietnamese soldiers to paste? That's what you do.
Seen Scanners.
That's what you do when you just take one of your tools, aim it at the goblin, and just blow him sky high.
Alright, are there any more?
You were able to get one, but the rest of them are rushing in the distance. Okay, so that is the end of combat. Someone please tell Fredbo to leave so I can reset the music.
I wanted to grapple one, though.
You roll me a strength check.
What?
Roll me a grapple check. Roll a strength check. You have to beat a 7.
Yeah, +4 with the strat.
Yeah.
I'm rolling d20.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What do I have to beat?
You gotta beat a 7.
Yeah. You capture a bugbear.
Yay.
And Dion, what do you want to do last? Do you want to try and kill any of the goblins, or do you want to just hold on? All right, you're gonna go after the one that you lost, that you hit.
Correct.
Throw a javelin at him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Roll damage.
Do I automatically get to hit him?
No, just roll. No, not roll damage. Roll the hit. I'm sorry.
Roll to hit, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just in a.
Keith, now would be a real good time to have my manacles.
Should have bought them earlier.
Evelyn, strength as well.
Hmm?
A strength as well.
Yeah, add your strength. What's the to hit?
15 plus 3 is 18.
You spear him. I don't even have to roll for this. You don't even have to roll for this. You spear him through the back with his javelin. He falls off his warg and he lands on the ground with the javelin holding his dead body up.
Nice.
So that is the end of combat officially. This is how many you have killed.
Also, the experience for killed and captured is the same.
It's the same. I'm saving that for when I calculate it.
Does anyone need healing?
I think everyone needs healing.
Very much.
Minus the bakery group. Yeah.
Is anyone
Oh, okay. I don't need healing.
Critically damaged, bleeding out type thing?
I have 3 out of 10 health.
So does also all
Jesus. Other party members.
So do I.
3 out of 11 technically.
I'll call out to everyone.
So I am currently beating the fuck out of a dead goblin and crying.
So bakery group, bakery group, you guys look across the river and see that happening.
Yelling, die, 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 and casting far too much magic.
Can I walk over to my brother and just kind of grab his Rainier, you're done. Get a grip, man. And then if he doesn't stop, I just slap him.
Okay.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that?
He's dead. And this whole time, I'm dragging the bugbear I captured around by his ear.
Oh my god.
My goodness, this is so cute.
Tate, Whitney.
Like an impetulant child.
Tate and Whitney, you're okay. So at the end of this, I just want to lay the scene. Not a few of the buildings were damaged. Thankfully, Tate, Whitney, thanks to your efforts, you were able to stop the bakery from getting. Tate, Whitney, Ellison, thanks to your efforts, you were able to stop the bakery from getting damaged.
Nobody attacks my bakery.
As we should.
All of your shops are basically unharmed. Some places around town were damaged. Some places were desecrated. The town, for the most part, seems slightly damaged from the raid, but thanks to you guys' efforts and keeping the goblins focused on you and definitely destroying that ship, you were able to basically throw out any effort for them to take the town. So well done.
Wait, how many goblins were in the ship?
There were 5, so that makes it 22. 22 goblins dead.
Wow.
I had to clarify that.
I told you guys this would be Dynasty Warriors. What'd you think I meant?
Okay, let's get to calculating
I got it. Don't worry. I'll do that at the end. I already got it. I think the sad thing, though, is because there's 10 of you, it's not as much as you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, goblins are like...
Part by spearing that guy at the end.
5 XP, I think. It's
25.
Poultry. Still poultry.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, they're 1/4. Anyway. So, how much time how long have we been going? We've been going for 3 hours and 22 minutes. You guys want to call it here?
Yeah, I think this should be the end of the session, especially since it's starting to be early morning for me.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Stopping point.
All right.
I think the only thing that's keeping me awake and relatively active is the cup of coffee that I drank about 8 p.m.
All right. Everyone else?
Okay. Since it's getting late.
All right.
Good question.
Yeah.
I'm good either way. I'm just...
What's your question, Jules?
No, I thought Keith asked a question.
I asked, are you all cool with stopping here? And for the most part, I'm getting yeses.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to interrogate like the ones we captured alive, but that'll be for later.
Yeah, that's next session.
Can I get manacles now and just cuff them?
You buy sure. Let's take out the gold from your pouch. But yes.
You guys, I already have handcuffs.
Wait, how many gold do I have now?
Guys, I'm gonna see you later.
Oh God.
Bye.
Good night.
Pause here.
Because